Hi friends, have you ever wondered why does a mosquito attack only your ears? Funny question, right? We all experienced it. That piercing, irritating, high frequency noise that a mosquito makes around your ears all the time, and you feel like sweating it again and again, which gives you a feeling that it's always attacking your ears. But the reality is that it's got nothing to do with the mosquito. Our ears are the only organs which are capable of capturing that noise or sound that the mosquito is making. And therefore, we feel and we misunderstand that the mosquito is all the time attacking our ears, but it's not so. That thing is flying around all over our heads, right? But all our other faculties, our eyes, our ears, and hands, we're generally busy doing all the time something or the other, right? So it's easy to miss the mosquito. But our ears are constant and free. So when it is buzzing over there, it becomes very irritating. And you feel that, hey, why the hell is this guy attacking my ears? But the reality is that it's got nothing to do with the mosquito attacking your ears, but it's your own faculty, our own faculty of hearing, which is capable of capturing that sound, and therefore we misunderstand it. And that's what really happens. And the story in our life and in our business and professions and careers is quite the same. We misunderstand why a particular thing is happening or even not happening. We often blame or even give credit to things which are wrong. We give credit to the wrong things or even blame the wrong things because we are unable to identify why are we successful at a certain thing or why are we not successful or why are we failing at a particular thing. And that's the problem, and that's where the misunderstanding happens, right? So, welcome to another episode of Careertainment, and my name is Vikram Limse. Today, I'm starting a new playlist, Spirituality and the Business Executive. And I think it's a very important playlist, and I hope you'll be able to watch all the videos in this playlist. And today is the first video where I'm talking about the importance and the role of spirituality in our careers and our business and entrepreneurship or whatever. I request you to watch this entire video fully so that not only are you able to understand some subtle nuances that I'm trying to convey, which have helped me and I'm only sharing them with you, but you'll also able to catch the information I have given from time to time in the follow-up videos that I'm going to do in this playlist and which I feel are going to be of extremely beneficial value to you. So thank you for watching Careertainment, and I would appreciate if you watch this entire video fully and with concentration. So like I was saying, we often miss the wood for the trees. We're swatting at the wrong things and we misunderstand things when it comes to like the mosquito in our career and profession career also. Why does that happen? Let's understand the role of the business executive, all of us. What really is our role in this, at least in this free market economy? All of us, whether we are entrepreneurs, leaders, professional managers, functional managers, scientists, teachers, whatever. What is our role? Our role is to create some value out of whatever we are doing. Regardless of whatever, products or manufacturing, services, agriculture, whatever. Our role is to create some value. And then hopefully transform or transition that value into economic value so that it allows you to put money in the hands of people or in their pockets so that they are able to go around with their day-to-day life in buying things that they need and desire for their lives and livelihood. And that's what it is. So you create some value and transition that into economic value to churn the free market wheel of economy. That's our role, right? And to create this value, whether economic value or otherwise, we are given a set of elements to play with and we are asked to juggle them around. What are these elements? Men, material, money, infrastructure, data, information, so on and so forth. A lot of these elements are given to us and then we are expected to put them all together. Any industry, consumer durables, non-durables, IT, BFSI, whatever. At the end of the day, you're given this set of elements to play around with. And you're supposed to juggle them and then create some value and put money on the table. That's what you're supposed to do, right? And there's this entire educational ecosystem or some ecosystem, right, from to give you and make you proficient in the knowledge of all these elements. It's imparting knowledge about everything. about material sciences, about physics, chemistry, biology, medicine, economics, commerce, arts, business management. All these things are basically enabling you to be proficient so that you can manage these elements and create value. In fact, the entire education system from K-12 upwards to higher education is doing just the same. It's making you proficient at gaining knowledge about all these elements. But when we gain proficiency, we still find, and when we gain proficiency, we are supposed to apply it into action in whatever we are doing. But then we find that there's a gap over there. But although we know a lot of things, we are not able to efficiently apply it, because who's applying it? We are applying it. You are applying it. I am applying it. And we find there's much gap over there and we are not able to, and then that results into unhappiness, whatever, and you know the entire story. And why does it happen? Because in this entire formal process of imparting education and knowledge about all these elements, the most important element, which is you, me, all of us, which is actually going to be at the center of playing with these elements, is forgotten. There is no formal system to train us about gaining knowledge about ourselves. There's none. The entire formal education system does not have this in their course syllabus. And that's where spirituality comes in, because spirituality is the syllabus, the course matter, which teaches you or teaches us about ourselves. And that course matter is never taught to us. And we are taught about everything, about each of these elements from K-12 to higher education to PhD and doctorates, but we are not taught about us. And that's where the whole thing falls apart. And in earlier days, it used to happen, right? And this is normally left to family, to society, to temples, whatever. In earlier days, at least formal education system had an element of spirituality. They used to teach you the Puranas, the Vedas, the Gita, etc. But that doesn't happen anymore. Hopefully it will happen in future, but at this point of time, it doesn't happen. So this basic course material about learning about ourselves is missing. The spiritual course matter. And that's where the problem happens, right? And we realize the importance of spirituality in our career, profession, businesses much later in lives. Why? Because somewhere down the line in our career, we realize that the entire knowledge that we have gained, this entire objective knowledge that we have gained about these elements, has its limitations, because it deals with intellect and empirical evidence and formulas, etc. But I'm certain all of us will agree that to be successful in our careers, in our business, and in professions has got nothing to do with only intellect or empirical evidence or formulas, but it's got everything to do with intuition and emotion. And intuition and emotion is in the subject matter of spirituality, which is not taught to us. Whereas intellect and empirical evidence and empirical formula, etc., is in the subject matter of objective education, which is taught about us for every subject. And that's where the problem is. We feel that, oh shit, had I learned about this subject matter, about this spirituality earlier in my career, I would have been so successful. I would have done things so differently. And that's what happens. But no problem, better late than never. And for the young executives and students, it is advisable to gain some knowledge of spirituality, because that is the most important element when it comes to your professions and career. It's very important to gain some knowledge about spirituality as you gain knowledge about everything around you. And there are examples that the knowledge that you gain is limited. Let's take the domain of, let's say, marketing or consumer demand, etc. Now, there are economic models and Keynesian economics and econometric algorithms, etc., which, we can plot the most complex indifference curves, etc. But there is no specific formula by which you can calculate satisfaction, consumer satisfaction. Because consumer satisfaction is in the domain of spirituality. Economics is in the domain of objective science. Or take the case of learning and development, right? When you are trying to train somebody in you train, and then the guy says, I've understood, but still he doesn't perform. The reason is the level from which a person understands and the level from which a person does things are completely different. And to bridge these two And how to bridge these two is in the domain of spirituality. That's where the course matter is. And you've never learned it. Because otherwise, it cannot be solved from your HR or L&D or various models. It is in the domain of spirituality. Even in pure sciences, in fact, great scientists like Stephen Hawking and Einstein have agreed that beyond a point, most of the scientific questions cannot be answered by science. It moves into spirituality and philosophy. They've even agreed that. And why talking philosophically? We are also talking about mundane things, like dealing with office politics, or handling interpersonal relationships inside your office, or clarifying the vision and purpose. If you're a leader, clarifying the vision and purpose of your company. Now, all these things, there are set processes which are available in the course material of spirituality, but we don't learn them. And that's where the problem happens when we face it all the time. And I thought that I'll address that. And that's probably the example why great leaders like, let's say, Steve Jobs is a great entrepreneur, or even Sridharan, a great professional manager from India, have given so much importance to spirituality as a part of their career or business. It's clarified so many things, and that's why they've been supremely successful in whatever they have done. So it pays for us to be educated about ourselves and do a little research about the course matter of spirituality. And when I say study about spirituality, I don't mean doing some yoga sessions in your factory or taking some meditation breaks in your office or something like that. No, I'm talking about a formal, academic, technical understanding of spirituality, because we are all business executives and that's the language we understand. So we need some formal understanding, course material of spiritualities to help us through. And I thought I'll attempt that in this series. But let me say one thing, I'm no expert at this. Neither am I saying anything original. It's just that I've been lucky to have come across this course material, and there's so much lying around. Many people have asked me, where do we begin? I have been lucky to come across this course material. I'll share it with you. In fact, a lot of Westplaining happens. People in the Western world take it from here and then give it back to us in forms of knowledge and all. But there's so much of this course material, this academic, technical, properly organized course material about spirituality all around us. And I'll share that with you. And I hope you'll find that useful. But in today's video, I hope we have established the importance of spirituality in our professional careers, in our business, and in our workaday life. And if you are motivated enough to hear further about the course matter and the course material that I'm going to be talking about, for example, in a couple of videos, I'll be talking about what is spirituality, what is the organized course material available, where is it available. I'm going to share all this with you. And if you feel that is interesting, then stay locked on to the channel. Subscribe, like, and share with whoever you feel like, because it's going to be beautiful. There's nothing original. It's all available over here. And one more thing, if you guys know something, please connect with me and share with me. It'll be really interesting to learn from experiences and what is available. After all, this knowledge is huge. I just have some limited reading that I'm going to share with you. So, spirituality for the business executive. That's the playlist that we are going to be playing. Today is the first one, the importance and role of spirituality in our careers and business. I hope you liked the video. If you've liked it, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, like it, and connect with me. Till we meet again, bye for now. Cheers.